What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Chabon Stunner, and I just want to talk about the iPhone announcement today. Now, in my hand here, I'm holding the iPhone 4S with Siri, and it's a good phone. I upgrade every year, and I thought this was the best upgrade yet. The one thing that I did not like about this particular phone is that I went with the white over the black, and I don't really like it after looking at it for almost a year. So my wife is going to get this phone, and I'm going to move on to the 5 because I just upgrade phones every year, and I think that, to be honest, these smartphones are really only made to hold up a max of 2 years if you use them a lot, like my wife does and like I do. Realistically, I probably pick my phone up and use it once every hour or so, give or take. So, hell, once every 15 minutes or so. Excuse me. So about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes of every hour, realistically, for something, just not, if not just to check time, but to do something with it. And I think most people kind of fall in line with that. Let me know what you think. I also have a lot of friends that are on the Android platform, and they are the ones that talk the most about a new Apple product when something's coming out. And I can't believe that. Why? And a lot of them hate on it because they've just never tried it. And you know, teach his own. I'm not an Android guy because all of my apps and everything that I use are in Mac, and I'm just comfortable with Apple products. That's just who I am, and that's what I like. I don't hate on people who like Android, and I don't talk down, and I really don't care when an Android, when a Samsung S3 comes out or when something else comes out. But a lot of my coworkers feel like they have to make comments about Apple stuff every time it come out, and they feel like they have to do it to me because I do buy a lot of Apple products. But that's because I'm confident in the company's warranty, and their products hold up pretty good. I've only had an issue, and I've had every iPhone since the first one. I've only had one issue, and that was with the iPhone 4. It stopped charging, and I went to the Apple store and they swapped it out on the spot, no questions asked, and I was out of there within 15 minutes. So I think that is fabulous. And the iPhone, you know, the 4S is a great phone. You can get it starting next Friday, I believe, for $99 for the 16 gig with no contract. I mean, excuse me, with a contract. I think that's fabulous. You can get the iPhone 4 for free. So, I mean, I think Apple's moving in the right direction with that. As to the announcement today, I wasn't overwhelmed or underwhelmed with the phone. I feel like it was a great phone, and I feel like that it's going to do the job very well as a good successor. The new phone, from what they showed, is about as thin as the metal band on this phone, which makes it a lot thinner. The back, for the most part, is all metal. I think this part may be glass right across the top here. I'm not 100% sure. They added some stuff that you really don't have to have, like panorama, for taking panoramic pictures. You're supposed to be able to do full 1080p video, front-facing HD camera now, like 720. Those are all things that a lot of Android phones have had, and a lot of people will probably be underwhelmed by that. But if you're an iPhone loyalist, you're happy because you're finally getting some of the things that are leveling the playing field. And I think that's cool. I don't think you necessarily have to be the next big thing every time around, but I think that it was time to do some upgrades, and I think that all these are needed upgrades. My favorite is the 4G LTE, which I talk about in my iPad 3, but I'm happy about that because that's going to really speed things up, and actually going to an A6 over the A5X or whatever it is processor that's in the iPad 3. I'm happy with that. This phone should be lights out fast, and it should be just as reliable as what I'm used to. The new iOS 6, I believe, is coming out on the 19th of this month, so I'll get a chance to play with that. I've seen a few beta versions, so that's all I can really tell you, is that it looks like it's going to be okay. Nothing groundbreaking there either, but a solid upgrade all the way around. The 4-inch screen is a big deal because they went 4 inches this way, so I guess the phone's going to be just a bit longer. but you're going to have kind of that 16:9 aspect ratio widescreen. And from my understanding, they did not go 1280 by 720. And what that basically amounts to is that if you watch something that is lower res or standard def, it'll just put black bars on either side of the phone. And so no skin off your back. Same thing with some of those apps. Rather than stretching them, it'll just black them out on both sides. There is a new connector that you guys probably care about, and the headphone jack has now moved from the top. Let's zoom in on that. Whoa. The headphone connector is no longer here. It's moved to the bottom of this thing. And it's got a new speaker design and a new universal style plug-in phone charging port. I forget what you call that thing. But you can basically plug in this new port. I'll show a picture of it in order to charge the phone, and it doesn't matter which way you plug it in. You can plug it in forwards, you can plug it in backwards, and it works pretty well. And there's supposed to be some sort of adapter that's coming out so that you will be able to use some of your existing hardware. Other than that, that was it about the phone. I mean, they brought some new iPods, which seem pretty cool if you're into that kind of thing, and some new earbuds, which are called EarPods, which will be interesting to see how those work out as well. But that was pretty much it. The keynote or the unveil was everything I thought it would be. They told you what the new phone was going to be. I was a little shocked that they called it the iPhone 5 versus just the new iPhone, but you know, it's still a solid. It is a solid phone, and I think that with the iOS 6 coming out and the upped speed and the 4G, those are reasons enough for me to buy it. Now, let's talk about you guys and the what if factor. What if you guys already have the iPhone 4S like I do, and you don't have the cash to get a new iPhone? Well, I think you're fine with the iPhone 4S. And I know you're going to say, what? There's nothing wrong with having last year's model. It's a solid phone, and it still will be solid. It's not going to, not be solid based on the new phone, and it's not going to be any less solid once the new ISO 6 comes out. It's going to be right on par, probably obviously slower because you're going to have LTE versus 3G and a much faster chipset, but or so they say, a much faster chipset. We haven't tested it yet, or nobody has to my knowledge. But I think that you'll probably be okay with the iPhone 4S if you've got that. It's still a great phone, and you'll be fine until you stack your chips and you're able to get that new phone and you can upgrade. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what kind of phone you're rocking, and let me know if you were excited by today's unveiling. I hadn't decided if I'm going to do a pre-order or if I'm going to stand out in line and do videos from in line while I wait. You guys let me know what you think, and let me know what I need to do in the comments. And if you guys want me to pre-order, I will. If you guys want me to stand out in line and do the in-line thing, I'll do it. Or maybe I won't. It really depends on my work schedule. But I'll think about it if you guys say, hey, I want you to stand in line and see. Because I live in Columbus, Georgia, guys, so it's kind of boring, and there's probably not going to be many people in line. So it might just be me talking to you, which you probably don't want to hear because there's probably going to be nothing to see, and it's going to look about like this outside. So that is a possibility, but I'll consider standing in line if that's what you guys want. That's all I got, guys. Comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. More videos coming. Peace.